2011 നടന്ന സ്റ്റേറ്റ് എലിജിബിലിറ്റി ടെസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റാറ്റിസ്റ്റിക്സിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പർ. ലെറ്റ് x1, x2, x3, x4 be independent standard normal random variables. Then x1 square plus x2 square divided by x3 square plus x4 square has option A F11 distribution, F21 distribution, F12 distribution, option D F22 distribution. Answer option D F with a 2 degrees of freedom distribution. If x1, x2, x3 is a random sample drawn from the standard exponential distribution, then PDF g of x of the first order statistic x1 for x greater than 0 is given by option A 1 minus 3 e raised to minus 3x, option B e raised to minus 3x, option C 1 minus e raised to minus 3x, option D 3 e raised to minus 3x. Correct answer. Question number 28. For which of the following sampling distribution variance is twice the mean? Option A T distribution, option B F distribution, option C chi-square distribution, option D none of these. Correct answer. Question number 29. If x1, x2, etc. xn are IID geometric variate with a common parameter p, then the distribution of x1 is option A exponential with mean 1 minus p the whole raised to n, option B exponential with mean 1 minus p the whole raised to n, option C geometric with parameter 1 minus p the whole raised to n, option D geometric with parameter 1 minus p the whole raised to n. Answer D geometric with parameter 1 minus p the whole raised to n. Question number 30. If x r raised to n r equal to 1, 2, 3 etc. up to n are the order statistics of a random sample of size n arising from a continuous distribution which is symmetric about 0, then expectation of x r raised to n is equal to option A expectation of x n minus r plus 1 is to n, option B minus of expectation of x n minus r plus 1 is to n, option C minus expectation of x n minus r is to n, option D expectation of x n minus r is to n. Correct answer option B. If correlation coefficient between random variables x and y is 0.9, then the correlation coefficient between u equal to minus 2x plus 1 and v equal to y plus 2 is option A 0.9, option B negative 0.45, option C negative 0.9, option D 0.45. Answer option C negative 0.9. In a trivariate distribution, values of the simple correlation coefficients are given by R12 equal to 0.7, R13 equal to 0.5, R23. Then the value of R 1.23 square is? Option A 13 by 25, option B 19 by 75, option C 49 by 75, option D 29 by 75. Answer option A 13 by 25. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be a random sample from a distribution with a cumulative distribution function f of x. For a fixed t element of R, consider the estimator for I equal to 1 to 3 etc. up to n. T equal to 1 by n number of xi's less than or equal to t for capital letter f of t. Then the estimator t is option A consistent and unbiased, option B unbiased but not consistent, option C consistent but not unbiased, option D neither consistent nor unbiased. Answer option A consistent and unbiased. Question number 34. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be a random sample from n theta theta square, and let t equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n xi and t2 equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n xi square. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. T1 comma T2 is sufficient for theta. Second statement, T1 comma T2 is complete for theta. Which of these statements are true? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2. Answer option A 1 only. Question number 35. If x1, x2, etc. xn is a random sample drawn from n mu, 1, then an unbiased estimator of mu square is option A x bar square, option B x bar square minus 1 by n, option C 1 by n sigma I equal to 1 to n xi square, option D 1 by n sigma I equal to 1 to n xi square minus 1 by n. Answer option B x bar square minus 1 by n. Question number 36. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be a sample arising from a population with a PDF f theta x equal to theta into e raised to minus theta x. 0 less than x less than infinity, theta greater than 0. Which is the estimator of theta obtained by the method of moments? Option A x bar, option B x bar square, option C 1 by x bar square, option D 1 by x bar. Answer option D 1 by x bar. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be a random sample from the Cauchy population with PDF f of x equal to 1 by pi into 1 plus x minus theta the whole square minus infinity less than x less than plus infinity. Then sample median as an estimator of theta is option A unbiased and inconsistent, option B asymptotically unbiased and consistent, option C biased and consistent, option D biased and inconsistent. Answer option A unbiased and inconsistent. Consider the property of sufficient statistic. We are given any statistic. A function of the sufficient statistic can be found which is uniformly better in the sense of minimum sufficient estimate. This property is provided by Option A, Nyman-Fisher criteria. Option B, Ravo-Blackwell theorem. Option C, Lyman-Sheffey theorem. Option D, Bazo's theorem. Answer option B, Ravo-Blackwell theorem. Question number 39. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be a random sample from uniform population over theta minus 1 by 2, theta plus 1 by 2. Let x1 equal to minimum of x1, x2, etc. xn and xn equal to maximum of x1, x2, etc. xn. The MLE of theta is option A x1, option B x1 minus 1 by 2, option C xn minus 1 by 2, option D x1 plus xn whole divided by 2. Answer option D, x1 plus xn divided by 2. In a metropolitan city, the total number n of taxis is not known, but all taxis are numbered serially from 1 to n. To estimate n, a random sample of taxis of size n is drawn and their serial numbers are noted down as x1, x2, etc. xn. If x bar and xn denote the sample mean and the maximum of x1, x2, etc. xn respectively, then estimator of n obtained by the method of moment is option A x bar, option B xn, option C 2x bar minus 1, option D 2xn minus 1. Answer option C 2x bar minus 1. If x1, x2 are two observations from uniform 0, theta and if x1 equal to minimum of x1, x2 and x2 equal to maximum of x1, x2, then the shortest CI confidence interval with the given confidence coefficient will be based on option A x1, option B x2, option C x1 plus x2 by 2, option D x2 minus x1. Answer option B x2. Question number 42. Let x and y be independent random variables with the same mean theta and variance 36. Consider two unbiased estimators T1 and T2 given by T1 equal to x1 plus 2y by 3 and T2 equal to x plus y by 2. Then the efficiency of T1 with respect to T2 is option A 9 by 10, option B 3 by 5, option C 2 by 5, option D 1. Answer option A. Question number 43. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be IID n mu, sigma square, where both mu and sigma square are unknown. Which of the following is not a composite hypothesis? Option A, mu equal to 0. Option B, sigma square equal to 5. Option C, mu equal to 1, sigma square equal to 5. Option D, mu less than or equal to 2, sigma square equal to 5. Answer option C, mu equal to 1, sigma square equal to 5. Question number 44. Consider testing of H0 theta equal to 2 against H1 theta equal to 1 based on a single observation x1. From the population fx theta equal to theta into e raised to minus theta x greater than or equal to 0, theta greater than 0. Let x1 greater than or equal to 1 be the critical region. Then the power of the test is option A 1 by e square, option B 1 minus 1 by e square, option C e minus 1 by e, option D 1 by e. Answer option D 1 by E. Question number 45. Let x1, x2, etc. xn be a sample from n0 sigma square. Let h naught sigma equal to sigma naught. Consider the following statement for testing h naught. If h1 sigma naught, a uniformly most powerful test exists. Second statement, if h1 sigma naught equal to sigma naught, no uniformly most powerful test exists. Which of the following statements are true? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D none of these. Question number 46. For SPRT with a stopping bound A and B and strength alpha beta, consider the following statement. SPRT terminate with probability 1. Second statement, A greater than or equal to 1 minus beta by alpha, B less than or equal to beta by 1 minus alpha. Which of the following statements are true? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D none of these. Answer option A 1 only. To test the hypothesis that a sample of observations arises from a distribution against the alternative that it is from some other distribution, which of the following test is used? Option A Kolmogorov-Simrov test, option B sign test, option C Wilcoxon sign rank test, option D none of these. Answer option A. Question number 48. Let x be a binomial random variable with the parameters n equal to 2 and p. To test h0 p equal to 1 by 5, a randomized 0.05 level test is given by phi of x equal to 1 if x equal to 2, equal to r if x equal to 1, equal to 0 if x equal to 0. Then the value of r is equal to option A 1 by 24, option B 1 by 32, option C 1 by 8, option D 1 by 16. Answer option B 1 by 32. From a finite population of size n, a sample of size small letter n is to be drawn according to simple random sampling without replacement. The number of samples in which a given unit is absent will be option A 1 minus n by n, option B n minus 1 cn, option C n cn, option D n minus 1 c n minus 1. Answer option B n minus 1 c n. Question number 50. For a sample of size n drawn from a population of size capital letter N by simple random sampling with replacement, consider the following statement with usual notations. Expectation of y bar equal to capital letter Y bar. Expectation of small letter s square equal to capital letter S square. Then which of the following statement are true? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D none of these. Answer option A 1 only.